No, she won't. True, she won't have anything to tell us. Demis Legal Academy, first floor, all the way. Ah, Mr. Wright! What? I heard they arrested your friend, Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means. What do you mean? The end justifies the means. I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and I mean what I say, by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? Of course I do. Junie wouldn't even hurt a fly. Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger a client by failing to pursue all means possible. Sure, I want to prove your innocence, but I don't like the sound of that. The end justifies the means part. Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're going to take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I'm still licensed to practice law. In fact, I've even battled Professor Corte in court. No kidding? So you guys are rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Corte and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class. Wow, I bet they're both used to really bring it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best go discuss the case with Juniper. Professor Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. It's true, Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You two? And when were you planning on telling me? Sorry, boss, I know we should have asked first, but... Relax, your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions, and I think you made the right one. How wonderful. Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is that you treasure beyond all else? That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As a professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come to see me at once. Let's hope it never comes to that. Now, if you'll excuse me. Well, time's a-wasting. You better start investigating fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin as he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of large pools of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What? Really? Just like the mock trial again? The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well, what? Come to think of it. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal as long as you leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Now, where was I again? But there's really no need to talk about right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. The Dark Age of the Law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days. But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results? That is the school's policy. Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing. Right, as long as those results come by fair and honest means. Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The ends justify the means? To survive the Dark Age of the Law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Demis Legal Academy. But what'll happen to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore? Relax, it's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Oh, that's a relief. He had me going there for a minute. Wait a second. If Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason, maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence? I think that about wraps up that I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Mrs. Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. October 24th, Themeth Legal Academy. Day floor lecture all. Look, there's Hugh! Hey, Hugh! Oh, it's you two. Do you want something? Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own. Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they already read the script or wrote it. But look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him. There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself? Whatever. I'm 6'1" and under this uniform I'm 100% lean muscle. My grades are outstanding. I'm the ace of the archery club, needless to say. I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble too. How can you even say that with a straight face? Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. When it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But as I said before, I pay them no mind. I heard you the first time. But what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. Heh, there's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. You saw the body? Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory. Hugh, would you mind telling us a little more about that? Right, before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Bless me. That's right, there was that announcement and then everyone came in here. The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, so that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trial was started, I headed back toward the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage. So that's when you saw the body? Right, it was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that. Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this? Ah, where'd you get that? So this article of the Themis Herald is true? The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie? Right, but if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off. He really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong? Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter. Thanks, and don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocent. You'll see. I can't say you two inspire much confidence. Okay, Athena, what next? What? The maintenance area? Let's go to the outdoor stage first. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. Outdoor stage. I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Oh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over there for a listen. Here goes. Ah, Athena, watch while you're... Huh? Eek! Ouch! Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Eek! Apollo, this box, there's... What now? There's someone or... something inside. Don't let it be a snake! You morons just blew my cover. What the? There really is someone inside. That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. And I'm a senior in the judge courts. What's with the box? It's the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face by the light of day. Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too? You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you'll wish you hadn't. Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason. Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too. You must be a classmate of Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper's? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now tell me all you know. You know for tomorrow's trial? For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm going to take the stand, naturally. So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This is Sky. This is how I get my scoops. But you're right. It's me. So tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Well, wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said. A lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time. I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting. Really? That means a lie already? That was quick. Got her. That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, for Juniper's sake. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying. What have you talked about? When did I ever lie? Okay, then let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. I know everything there's to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets. Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence here. Next edition of Themis Herald published to coincide with the mock trial. Thanks, Miriam. You revealed who you truly are. As someone who's never had Jinxie's best interest in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? Look, you may have answers, but no can do because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence. Stop punching the box.
Take that!
That's the Themis Herald, the paper I published. What about it? Are you really that dense? The article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. You got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already? If you just given me the info you have, stupid pawn, Juniper's just using you. Now, I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper, isn't that right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? No, duh. She's the target of my scoops and my readers demand dirt. Extra, dirty little secret as a squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret? Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh? I'm a witness to her part in the crime. I'm going to tell it all in shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. The end justifies the means? Wait a second. In this dark age of law, many of us embrace Professor Means' methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus, secretly recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser. Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal? And one of them was at scene of the crime, the art room. You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record? You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. That's so nice of you to... Like I'd really tell you now. The big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. You're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the three of them. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? And what do you mean by the fatal fissure? Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be. They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers and Professor Corte had hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy? How could you possibly understand? You're new around here. Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light? I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is. We're going to have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start. Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today. You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. Stupid Miriam. Let's go to the secret location, the maintenance area.